So we will be using markers, at least I will. But I was just saying earlier that if you happen to have oil pastels, I feel like the scribble technique and the types of marks we'll be making will lend itself very nicely to oil pastels. At least that's just what I believe, or crayons as well. That would be really cool too. Color pencils would work nicely as well. You'd probably have to scribble just a little bit more with the color pencils since the lines are usually pretty thin. But other than that, you can really use any medium that you have. So it's very open. This is one of the very few projects that I actually came up, like have a good name for, at least what I think is a good name for, Palm Tree Sway. And I only mention that because I'm horrible at making names. So I had to throw that out there. Palm Tree Sway. Think about the wind in this one. So the wind, it kind of gently pushes the palm tree leaves out. You can see a little bit of movement in here. So really what that means for you when you're drawing it is you can just add extra scribbles. And I'm actually going to be teaching you how to create palm trees. We will be doing the palm trees first. And then after that, we'll probably jump into the shoreline right here. And then we'll probably do the sky and the clouds directly after that. So we're working very close. Then we're going to move back further away. I think we can get started. I guess I'll sort of bring out my colors so you can see. I have two types of greens. I think this is the dark green I use. I have a light green and I have a darker green. I have a coconut color. So my coconut color is just going to be this chocolatey brown right here. I have a palm tree stem color. So I just happened to choose this color, this ochre color, but honestly, you guys are more than welcome to choose any colors you feel is appropriate for your palm trees. So if you want purple palm trees, then by all means, go do it. That might be kind of cool to see. Alien planets. I have, of course, a goldeny color right here for the beach. And then for the ocean, I have blue, but I also have a dark purple and a light color, or a light purple. So of course you can use any one of those. And for the sky, I chose a teal, but you're more than welcome, of course, to use blue because it makes sense that way. But I got a teal. So I think we can get started. I'm going to set this guy aside. Okay. So like I said, we're going to start off with our palm trees. And for me, I'm just going to kind of eyeball where I want my palm trees to be. It's very typical of me to make my palm trees kind of like this, where one's smaller, another is a taller one. But you can make whatever configuration you want. I always like to just take my fingers and sort of generalize where I'm going to put my palm trees. So you don't have to put 2 palm trees. You can definitely do 3 or 4, depending on you. So what I'll do is I'll show you how to make the palm tree leaves that you see. And then we'll put some coconuts in the middle. And then after that, we'll go ahead and make the stem. So I'm going to start with my light color. And we're just going to kind of visualize just sort of imagine that we have little coconuts in the middle. Sometimes it helps to make one dot. It would help if you guys could see that. So you can't see it very well, but there's a dot right there. All of my leaves are going to start around that dot. They're not going to touch that dot because remember, I want to leave some space for my coconuts. So just imagine that dot is right there in the middle. I want to leave some space for coconuts. So each of my palm trees is going to start off we're going to create the ridge here. So this ridge. So it's going to kind of look like a firework. Like if you've ever tried to draw fireworks, see that? You have them going outward. Once you get to the bottom here, they kind of droop down. Goes outward though, mostly, for the most part, they go away. They radiate away from the dot. That's a better word to use. Radiate. They radiate away from the dot. So it's very loose, very abstract right now, but you can see I did that. And then afterwards, now you'll notice here, let me just point something out real quick. You'll notice here that I actually use the darker one, the darker of the greens. But I would love for you guys to practice a little bit. It's very easy to cover up this lighter green later after you draw it. So this is why we're using the light green first. So now we're going to pick one of these palm trees to make the little fringes, little leaf fringes that come off. You can make lines or you can make scribbles. It's up to you. If I were to make scribbles, this is what it looks like. But that one is with lines. You can make a combo. I'm going to make some scribbles, scribble lines, whatever you want to call it. Notice how I'm avoiding these two just for now, because I feel like these the ones that radiate outward to the side, I feel like those are easiest. You guys might think differently, but I do feel like those are easiest. Now I know I spoke pretty fast, so does anybody need me to repeat anything? Cool. You guys are pros. Awesome. You guys are pros. Okay. So for me, I feel like there's actually plenty of space where I can put another line out here. So I'm going to do that. Squeeze another one in there. And so for these that are a little bit more straight, like this one's a little bit more straight upwards, these are a little bit more straight downwards. I'm going to imagine that these lines right here, they're falling. Gravity always wants to pull them down. And yet it's also windy. So you could think about that as well. If you wanted to have them outward a little bit, it's windy, and yet gravity also wants to pull them downward too. So these are they're all gonna pull down. I hope that makes sense. I actually have space to put maybe like one or two more. So if you have space for more, feel free to just like squeeze them in. Always think about how gravity is going to be working with these little things here. I don't even know what you call them. Whenever you're ready, you can move on to the next one. So let me show you something real quick. For mine, this one palm tree is pretty big compared to what I have here. See? Yeah, it's pretty big. So my next one for me, because I want to leave a lot of space for my ocean, my next one is going to be a little bit smaller. So I'm just going to kind of think about that. So it's just something for you guys to think about as well. Think about how much space, or I would say take a look at how much space you have for the ocean and for the sky. Now, in case you missed all of this right here, that's okay. I'm about to explain it all again. We're going to make a dot for the center of our palm tree. And that's going to be basically the center of these little coconuts here. And then I'm going to leave some space for these coconuts. So my ridges are all going to be a little bit away from that dot. And if you've ever drawn fireworks before or tried to paint fireworks before, it's kind of going to be like that. So now I have to draw the little fringes down here. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to start off with the easiest ones. So the easiest ones are going to be the ones, at least for me, the ones that stick out to the side like that. Then probably this one might be the next one. Always think about how gravity pulls them downward. They can be scribbles, they can be partial lines. These two over here, this one might be the easiest out of the last two. And this one is just kind of facing downward. And so therefore, a lot of my little fringes are also going to be pointing downward like that. I think I'll leave a little space here. So after you've got all that done, you're more than welcome to draw some little coconuts in the middle. So literally just little circles. I managed to squeeze in 5 little circles in there, 3 in there. Use your brown for that one. Has anyone ever cracked open a coconut? Like just full on crack it open?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
I like coconuts, so it was good.
Nice. Yeah, I love coconuts too. And I think it's so fun to crack it open yourself. And
yeah,
it's hard work, but I feel like it's worth it.
A tree in the yard growing up.
No way. Oh, I love that.
Grapefruits and key limes.
That's so cool.
You know, that's Florida for you.
I love that. I don't think I've cracked open a coconut since I was, I don't know, maybe in my 20s. It's been a long time. So I got my little coconuts. I drew them totally on top of that little tiny dot that I had in the middle. Because it's brown, it covered up the dot very easily. And if you happen to have, or if you happen to be using a dark green and the light green, remember how I told you to use the light green? Well, now we can go over our lines with the dark green. So just go over exactly what you have. And then after that, scribble some color in between. So scribble some of the light green in between. And I say scribble because we do not want to be perfect. This is all just meant to be made pretty quickly. So I'm going to go over all my lines now that I have that foundation there. Pretty easy to do so. I can perfect anything if I don't like it. I think drawing palm trees is so fun. And you can do the scribbling, like you can color them in anytime, really. So if you wanted to, you could just go on one palm tree at a time. And this is how I scribble. So I just kind of go along the ridge here and then scribble down. Go along the ridge, scribble down. Go along the ridge, scribble downward. Might be kind of cool if we add some yellow to the bottom here. I just thought about that. Might be a little bit more realistic if you did that. There we go. Now don't scribble until you've at least outlined everything though. And one more. There we go. Now for me, since my palm tree right here is so wide, I'm actually just going to add a few extra lines going up with that. Such a broad leaf. I feel like it kind of needs it. There. Not too bad. Has anyone done anything creative this week?
I went to Splatter Studio
Oh.
and made splatter art.
Oh, is it one of those places where they have that machine that spins it around?
No, you actually splatter it yourself.
Oh,
But
nice.
it's like a big open space, and they have you know, palettes and canvas, and so you just go to
Nice.
town with splattering paint.
Nice.
Picture Jackson Pollock on.
I love that. Did you
That's
feel
fun.
did you feel stress relieved? Like relieved
I
afterwards?
did until I got home and had paint all in my hair.
Oh my
But
goodness.
it was fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
I had a therapist helping me get into actual art childhood regression therapy.
Oh, no way.
Pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah.
So I've got to do like this meditation thing and try to shut my whole brain off. Like write a sentence saying something about Saturday morning cartoons or just something that you know for a fact you probably would have done. Then close your eyes after you wrote that sentence and try to completely blank out your mind. And then meditate for like 5 minutes and then open your eyes, look at it, and then try to finish the sentence and draw. It's kind of like freeform writing, only it's drawing. Look at the sentence and try to draw what it is that you remember, but you don't remember. I have no memories as a child, so it's really interesting to me because
yeah, and you feel like it's actually coming out, like the images are actually coming out.
Some, not a lot, I'm not gonna lie, but some of them, yeah. I've had probably 2 memories that I didn't remember at all, and that's especially the first week that happening. That's like huge to me.
It's fascinating. That is pretty cool.
I also like it for past life regression, but I love past life regression. My preferred method for that is hypnosis, though. I love hypnosis for past life regression.
we'll talk more about it in a minute, but I've been obsessed with past life regression stories. But let me show y'all how to do the stems real quick, the tree trunks here. You can see here that this little palm tree doesn't really have too much space right here. And that's okay. I'm just really what I want to do is I want to make a trajectory. So my palm trees are going to be right around here. You can always point to exactly where you're going to go. The tree trunk pretty much reaches the middle of the palm tree, right where the coconuts are at. So you can just kind of follow this line down if that helps you. And I'm using that lighter colored brown. This is that ochre color, lighter color. And let's just kind of swipe down and swipe down. Now mine is going off the page in this one. It didn't quite go off the page in this one. So it really just depends on you. So let me just do that. Now, the lines that you see here, these are the lines that create the texture of the trunk. And I use that same brown that I use for my coconuts. It's up to you what you want to do. I feel like if you want to use gray, if you have gray, that would work really well.
Half composed when I told you about the volcano. Yeah, I think there's volcano.
Let's see. Here we go. Coconut. And these are literally just like little hash marks that go down. Well, they go across the trunk, but they go downward. If you guys see that. Trying to make them a little bit thinner. There we go. And then after that, we will create the shoreline. Like I was saying, Carolyn, I've been listening to a lot of talks by Dolores Cannon, and just I love listening to past life regression stories.
I'm gonna hear
YouTube
something
videos and
really
stuff.
cool.
Yeah.
I know that I've had a couple past lives, but the first one that my hypnotist found was, and it's recorded. I'll see if I can find the recording, but they put me under and I was speaking fluent Russian. I don't know Russian.
No way.
It was pretty awesome.
That's insane. That's really cool, honestly.
I finished my drawing. You see my drawing?
Oh, look at that. Is that with markers?
Yep.
I love your shadow. Beautiful. I love it.
Thank you.
Look at that shoreline. It's beautiful.
Kid to mooch off of.
Yes, and I did have a kid to mooch off of for all the colors and markers. Just
love it. Now our shoreline here, it just kind of goes from one corner to another, but you can have it go sideways, you know, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. What's really fun about this part is that you get to scribble in here. So you'll get a little taste of what it's like to scribble. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of go the length of this area. Anytime I always scribble, I scribble with my wrist. Well, I'm sorry, I scribble with my elbow. So my wrist kind of stays the same. That's just how I do it. Back and forth, side to side, like that. All you need is just to scribble and go. You guys should be experts at scribbling by now. I mean, I do it so often. And the next part's fun because we'll get to create the ocean and actually put a horizon line in the middle.
It's not exactly the glass though. Haley finished her palm tree or their palm tree. Would you like to see it?
Yeah. Oh, there's little dinosaurs.
Sorry,
Cute.
that's a bit of a side project. My sister
Oh.
lost her baby blanket and I'm trying to recreate it.
Oh, it's adorable. I'm so sad she lost it.
Miss
I love it.
Rodriguez, did you do that painting behind your head?
Who are you talking to?
Miss Merrill,
Really?
Where is she?
Marley Rodriguez.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? There you go.
Yeah, hi.
Did you do that painting behind your head?
Yes.
I love that.
This is it was just
No, not that one,
only
the
by
trees.
number. Yeah, yeah. I did.
Nice.
Those are
Thank you.
beautiful trees.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Like it.
Oh,
Muy
thank
buena.
you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So let's put some water. Let's put some ocean into our picture. So for this one, it just cuts straight across and then it jumps over our palm tree right here. So if it helps you to kind of, draw the line, go ahead and do so. I'm using my blue color, which I need to find. And this is what I'll do. I'll use the blue color to define that horizon. I'll go in and scribble a little bit, making some of these lines connect, others not. You'll see lots of broken up lines everywhere. And then after I do the blue, I'll go in and do the same thing, but with purple. Those two types of purples that I have are really going to help to push this to the back. If you don't happen to have a light purple, or if you only have one purple, that's okay. I'm actually going to show you a little bit of what you can do to still add that purple everywhere. So, but let's do the blue first. I need to find my blue. Where's my blue? It's not a regular art class unless I lose something.
I didn't have purple, so I used 3 different shades of blue.
Oh yeah, see, that's a good one too.
Do it.
Yeah.
Like a 3D.
Anything to give you some variety. So I think I want to put my horizon line here. So I know from looking at mine that I've got a couple of little spaces in here that can have some water. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to do the big ones first. So there. And you can see my aim was kind of off. So I'm just going to run with it. But if I had made it all the way over here, then I would have done these tiny little spots afterwards. But oh well, didn't make it. That's okay. Now, what I am going to do though, if you're like me and your line's a little bit crooked, what you can do is take the least crooked line and add a little extra like that. This is only if you need to fix your horizon line. And what I'll do with this is I'll blend that in. I'll turn that into a scribble. Not yet, but I'll fix it. I'm gonna try to disguise it. Now, for everybody else, you can see pretty uniform scribbles. I used the thin end of my marker. So what I had to do was hold it straight up like that and do more gentle squiggles, gentle curves, kind of like that. Some of them are a bit more elongated. I can add some smaller ones in between. Longer ones, smaller ones, gentle. These are going to be quite uniform. For these right here, these behind, I'm just sort of imagining that they stretch behind each leaf. Perhaps one goes out.
What's this?
Gentle, water-like
Alcohol marker.
scribbles. So just kind of start on one end,
It's not old,
move
though,
on
so
to the
forgive it if
other.
it's dry.
For me, since I have this one to blend in, I can just go like that. Make it become part of a longer scribble. There. So gentle scribbles, maybe these are longer. Kind of stretch a bit. There. There we go. And it'll become a lot more busy once we put the purple in too. So anytime you're ready for the purple, basically you'll do almost the same thing. If you happen to have the two types of purple, then you're not going to really put too much of the dark purple, because I don't know if you remember looking at pictures of the ocean, but a lot of times the darkest portions are way out there. So they don't, at least in this picture, they're not going to take up too much space. So I'm just going to kind of follow the same rhythm that I had over here. Some areas, some squiggles, I'm just moving along with them. Some squiggles, I'm just filling up the space. I think I can follow along with that one. Now, if you happen to be using only the dark purple or only one kind of purple, then what you can do is have tighter lines, more lines even, way in the back here. However, once you get down, you space them out a little bit more. So space them out, perhaps do just a few down here. That way it looks like there's more depth back here because you have so many back here. Now this is only if you're using the one kind of purple. Basically, you'll concentrate them up here, spread them out as you get lower down. However, if you have the two purples like I do, then you can basically just do the exact same thing you did up here, but with the light purple. Although you can space them out too. You definitely don't have to put as many squiggles as you put with the blue. So that's what it is with what it looks like with the second one, the second purple. Do I have any questions? Ooh. Honestly, I feel like we're probably going to finish sooner than I thought. What time is it, Casey?
It is 37 after the hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You guys are pros by now. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do the clouds next. I do remember from one of our projects, some people had a little trouble drawing clouds, and that's okay.
That was me.
We're gonna draw more clouds, but it's up to you how many clouds you want, okay? Clouds are one of my favorite things to draw, though. And with this, like with the sky over here, I just want to show you, I did a little bit of a different technique from what I normally do. I grouped a lot of these lines together in maybe 3s, 4s, 5s, and I swiped them across using the thicker edge. So, but I'll show you that in a little bit, but I just wanted to show you a little bit that these marks are grouped together in patches, and that's to represent the movement of the wind in the background. But first, however, we are going to start off with the clouds because we just want a base of clouds there. So we just want to establish where the clouds are. So I just happened to be able to put 3 in that picture. But put as many as you want. I always like to start off at the bottom of my clouds and kind of fluff them out from there. They can be they can be really thick in some spaces or not. I honestly don't even know what was going in my head when I did this cloud because it's got like a little squiggle right over here. It's kind of lumpy over here. So I don't know what's going on there, but it worked out. So again, I'm going to do the bottom. Every cloud should be a little bit different. Yeah. Maybe I can do a tiny little cloud right in here. And all this texture, I wanted all of this color in the sky to be the same color throughout. But it's up to you if you want to mix it up a little bit, if you happen to have different blues or even purple. I think purple would be really nice as a color of the cloud. Again, depends on you. I just wanted it to look uniform simply because I feel like it would draw more attention to all these lines in here if this was the same color. So that technique that I mentioned here where I fling that color, I'm using the thicker edge here. See how it's pointy like that, but I'm using the thick edge. So my hand is moved off to the side like that. Fling it, fling it, fling it in patches. Move to another patch. And another patch. And another patch. Maybe some shorter patches. Like
so does anybody else find it more difficult now to shave your legs than you did beforehand? Because it seems more challenging. And do you have any tips or tricks?
No.
Just no. Just don't do it.
I even have a seat in my shower. No, it's awful.
Oh man.
And I've tried in the tub. I've tried standing in the shower. I've tried sitting in the shower. No, nothing is easy.
Here lately, I've been sitting on the stool and I have a footstool and my bathroom's literally like 2 foot wide. So I can reach the sink and everything from right where I sit.
Okay.
Wow.
And
That's
just
nice.
sit there and shave my legs that way. But I was just trying to figure out the best ways to do things because sometimes
I had to buy because I kept cutting myself. I had to buy one of those. It's a wet dry electric razor, so you can use it in the shower or you could use it outside of the shower. Your legs don't have to be wet. It's like a wet dry.
Ooh, nice. And
so it has a pretty big handle too, so it's easier for my hands. So I can't use it for my armpits though, because I still have to use a razor with my armpits, but my legs, it works really good. And yeah.
Was it cut it close enough?
At first, it just maybe not as, but I don't know. I just got used to it, but it doesn't leave stubble. I don't have stubble, nothing. So I don't know, but it kind of offset for me the nicks and the blood. So
Oh
Absolutely.
man.
yeah,
I
so
have one word, electrolysis.
oh,
Electrolysis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just go ahead and get it
Oh.
chopped off. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't have the money for that.
No,
But
no.
yeah, so the electric
Mhm.
razor worked good for me. And
Huh.
it's nice that I don't have to do it in the shower. Like it's
Absolutely. 'Cause
yeah.
I can't shave my legs in the shower. I just can't.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a wet dry. Yeah, so that helped me. So that's what I use.
That's a great
It
idea.
doesn't, I do notice though, like if I try to use it with my armpit hair, that
Uh-huh.
would, the electric razor would kind of make it raw a little
Yeah.
bit.
Ooh.
So I just use a razor for that part. But yeah, for the legs though, yeah, that's what I have to do now. So yeah.
Thank you.
Good tips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about using an electric razor.
Yeah.
I have the fun thing too with the fibromyalgia. When the hair starts cutting back through the skin, it feels like razor blades are cutting my skin.
Wow.
Man.
So I think that actually the electric razor might be even better because it might leave it right there at the skin, so it's not cutting back through it. Just keep it low, not all the way away.
Would anyone like to share their artwork? Anyone?
I'll share my clouds.
Yeah, let me.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, there you are, Merle. Yay, I see you now. I
Yeah.
love that.
Oh, thank you.
I know, that's so pretty,
That's
Merle.
good.
I love all that.
Thank
There's
you.
so much going on.
Yes.
I love it.
Like my life, so much going on.
I love it though, but it all looks like it fits together. Your scribbles are really nice. The shape of your palm tree leaves are really nice too. I love that. Cool, thank you. Anyone else?
Now, I'm in the office. I had to scrounge for supplies. So this is mostly highlighters.
Yay! Let me spotlight for everyone real quick.
That's good.
There
I
we
like
go.
the water.
Yeah.
Mhm. I love that water. I love your clouds in the
Yeah.
sky too.
Good
Super
use
cool.
of highlighters.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Good job scrounging too. Super cool. Awesome, Tony. Let me spotlight you real quick.
Okay, I'm only gonna show my clouds.
Ooh,
Oh, I like that.
Well, I spotlighted Tony and then I'll go back to you, Sharon.
Beautiful,
That's fine.
Tony. I like your bird.
I know your
That's
birdies.
beautiful.
Cute. Awesome. Thank you.
I need a bird now.
Sharon. I'll spotlight you. There you are.
Just my clouds.
Oh, I think you're. Wait, we didn't get a chance to see it. At least I didn't. There we go. There we go. Oh man.
It's not good.
I love you. No, I was gonna say I love the way you did the ocean in the background. The way the waves really sway really nicely.
Well, that's how it looked when I was at the beach in Jamaica. So
Oh,
Nice.
that's beautiful.
I added birdies.
Yay, birdie.
Oh, cool.
Cute.
Yeah.
Little birdies. I still love like that shadow right there. Really makes it.
Thank you.
Cool, thank you.
My
Susie,
clouds, yeah, my clouds came out a little better this time. You see it. Oops. Oh, I'm in the blurry thing. I keep forgetting that. I don't know why that blurry background. Let me undo that.
does it come on automatically?
I think so, because it always does. Can you see? Okay.
Really
Much
do.
better. Oh man,
Yeah.
I
Big
love that.
clouds.
Yeah,
I
my
know the
clouds came up a
clouds.
little better this time. So
I really love the way you drew them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Yay, thank you, Susie. Beautiful. Cool. Who's next? If you're still working on it, that's okay. Oh, Judy, I see you. Judy, spotlight.
That's
Awesome.
good.
There we go. That's lovely.
I've got 3 in there.
I
made
know
a mistake.
you managed to fit 3 in there. I love that.
Yeah.
awesome.
I feel like 3's a really good number.
I
Yeah,
love
but
Cool.
number 3.
Hard to do the perspective of the tree.
Mm-hmm. You did really well though.
You know,
Yeah.
3 is my favorite number. I have married Albert Harrison Spears III. I have 3 daughters, and I was married 3 times. to
Oh
3
man,
different men.
Anna Marie, you're spotlighted.
Ooh, that's cool.
Look at all those
Look at those
colors.
colors.
Oh, I don't know if you could see it.
Yeah.
I think if are you able to pull back a little bit further?
Oh, that's really pretty.
There
Is
we
that
go.
marker?
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey.
Do you use markers?
Yeah, markers.
Nice.
I like the
Yeah.
palm tree's trunk. I like how it's
Mhm.
gray with the brown accents.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Looks like sunset.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Really
Yeah.
pretty.
Oh, thanks.
Cool. Thank you for sharing. Awesome. Who's next?
Okay.
Oh, cool. Marianne. I
Ooh,
got you.
yay.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go. Oh, I love that.
Does
Your
anybody
palm
else have a
trees.
desire to sing I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts?
I'm surprised nobody sang it sooner. Marianne, I love the way you drew your leaves.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks.
you did good on that.
Yeah.
Thanks. It was
I've
good.
got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Who's next? If you don't want to show, that is okay too.
How many
Martina.
more people do we
Oh,
have?
Veronica, here you are, spotlighted. Awesome. Look at that
Veronica.
ocean and the
Nice.
bird. I love the bird.
To the sun too.
Oh, the sun. Yay.
Nice.
My
So-
my colors were drying up, and I don't understand. They wouldn't last time, so I'm gonna have to get some new ones.
Yeah, it kind of just happens all of a sudden, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll start doing other other mediums now.
I noticed that it happens when my hands are feeling weak and I don't get the lids back on. So I started putting my markers in a Ziploc bag, and that
Bag.
helps to make sure they're sealed even if I don't get the tops on all the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
Good
that.
idea.
Good idea. Because I was like, oh my god, well, I just got these, and they're all dried up.
It's a good point, Carolyn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got to share the tips we find.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I found where is it? These little things that you can use as hand grips. For one, there's these. So little, if you can manage to get them on your things,
Oh.
they're just like little silicone squishy things that you put on.
For applying for state.
I put 2 of them on here, so it feels really nice to actually hold it. And if you need something a little bit thicker, here we go. I happened to find these tubes. So I actually cut this. It came in a longer tube, and I cut it. And so you can put your markers, or you can put your toothbrush in here, and it just is a something else to use. Here, let me-
Where'd you get those? Where'd you get them?
Amazon.
Oh,
Yeah.
you get everything on Amazon.
I know, I do. I really do. I
Yeah.
got them both on Amazon.
If Amazon don't have it, it don't exist. No, pretty good.
I know. Really though, in
Actually
2022.
got a crochet hook this week that had a thicker rubber handle on it, so I could
Oh,
start
nice.
doing my Afghans again.
Oh,
Haley got it
Nice.
for me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I like
There
those
are
too.
all kinds of adaptive
Mhm.
devices out there. And if you think you need something, but you don't know what, you
Mhm.
call the foundation and talk to one of the assistive technology coordinators and they'll
Oh.
help you figure it out. And if
Oh,
it's
That's
something that
lovely.
you need, but you can't pay for, like, you know, you guys were talking shower chairs, we pay for that under the AT program.
Nice.
nice.
I
I'm glad to
actually
know
reached
about the
out to them
writing.
for the front porch for they were going to do a ramp, and I talked to somebody and they were going to help out with that. And I just needed to get quotes and get them set over, and I did that. And then I never heard from them again.
You know what? Email me and we'll look into it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's casey@msfocus.org, or you can just reply to your registration email for tonight. That'll come to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Casey.
That's probably something I did.
We had some staff changes in the last year, so things could have fallen through the cracks. They're usually really good about keeping up on everybody, but let's just make sure.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They did help me once before though, guys. They've been awesome because they helped us get toilets that were higher. I was
Ooh.
feeling like I was falling to the ground just to try to get to the bathroom, and it was horrible. And they put handrails in the house, and they helped get elevated toilets in the house.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah. Good.
Well, what time is it now?
It's 5 minutes till the hour.
Oh, okay, awesome, man. You guys did a wonderful job. Yeah, like seriously, there's a lot of scribbling in this one, and you guys all did amazingly well. So yay. Thank you for coming to class. Let me see if I can find next week's class. I know that we're doing another Pointillism project. So actually, if I just put this down, I would show you from my computer, but you know, don't have it on my computer. So can't do that.
Now, is there class? Because isn't that July 4th or no?
Oh, you know what? This is not next week's class. You're right. It's the week after. Because
Oh.
next week is 4th of July. So we don't
wow,
have
already?
class.
All
I know,
That's
right?
next week.
Mm-hmm.
Feels
Yeah,
like I just
so
put my Christmas stuff away.
I mean, Christmas in July is a thing sometimes.
Like, oh, it just goes by so fast. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there. It's so what we're doing the next week, which I believe is perhaps July 11th, I think. It's a Pointillism Mountains project. So
The hell?
Pointillism Mountains. So we're going to be working small. If you've ever, like, I think last time we did a Pointillism project, we worked small and we still ended up not, at least I didn't quite finish mine. I don't know if you guys did. So I don't think I have it in this one. Sorry, guys. It's in another unknown sketchbook. So, but anyway, it's a mountain scenery. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is the Pointillism the one where we did like the comet or something? Like
Yeah.
is it a
was a
comet?
galaxy.
Oh, galaxy.
Yeah,
Okay,
close.
yeah.
You're close. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the point. Okay, sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, you're
Okay,
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this time we're going to be doing mountains. And if you if you wanted to, you could actually make it a larger picture, because you know how I had you guys work smaller last time. For this one, we will still work small, but if you wanted to try something a little bit bigger, say for example, maybe last time it was it didn't take you long at all, I highly encourage you to just trace something larger, trace a larger area to do that pointillism. But if you've never done it before, or if you didn't really get the hang of it last time, then do smaller again. So mine will probably be about this size. So I'll just trace it. So, and I'm sorry I don't have the picture.
Go.
Yeah.
You got it? Is it screen sharing?
Oh,
There we
go.
go.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty.
Yay.
Very pretty.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yay.
Very cool.
Yay. I'm glad you like
Exciting.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's got a sunset in the background, so we're gonna use a lot of colors.
I knew you'd send it to me. I knew I had it somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on my computer, but not around here where I can easily access it.
Bert.
But again, you guys did amazingly, so thanks for joining.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thank
Yay.
you.
Everybody,
Thank
and Tony,
you.
thanks for reminding us of the holiday.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Y'all have a good holiday.